Hi ladies, happy Friday. I hope everybody had a wonderful week, and I don't know if anybody has fun plans for the evening, but I am getting ready to go play bunco, and I'm super excited about it, but my nails aren't done, so I figured I would jump on here and do a quick demo on how easy it is to put Color Street nails on before you are running out to an event. And let's see, it's 6:38, and bunco, the social part, starts at 7. So I'm going to be able to do my nails and run out the door, and my nails are going to be dry and it's going to be no problem. So I just wanted to do, I would have jumped on live, but I actually have 2 parties going on right now. So for everybody in Holly's party, hi. Everybody in Shauna's party, hi. My VIPs, hi. Anybody who's watching this, thank you for tuning in. I'm sorry I didn't get to do it live, but like I said, I've got a couple things going and just wanted to make sure that I got this done to show everybody. So I am going to turn my camera so that it's facing my desk, so you're not going to see me anymore, but I'm going to do it here because I'm going to try to do this. This isn't like a full demo because I am going to do it quickly since I need to be getting out of here shortly. So this is the Cosmic Cloud. This was a promo. You can't buy this online, but I have this, and this is what I picked for that I'm going to be wearing, and I hope that you guys can see this. The Cosmic Cloud, and I'm going to accent it with the Drop and Give Me Zen, which is what I had on last week. And before I did this, my nails are already washed, dried, and prepped. So inside each Color Street package, you've got 16 double-sided nail polishes. You've got a emery board and a Color Street alcohol swab. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take a pair of scissors and open up my package here. And I do the scissors instead of tearing it because I reseal my packages. Color Street does not endorse resealing packages, but I like to wear my polishes, as you can see, more than once, and in order for that to be possible, they can't dry out. So I'm gonna cut this open, and I'm gonna pull out a strip. And the first thing I do is I go ahead and I figure out which nails these are going to fit best on. And each strip, if your nails aren't long, you can get 2 sides out of 1 strip. So I know I've done this before, so I know which ones typically fit my nails. And I just helped somebody do their polish today, and what we did is we went through and we numbered which nails so that way they knew how to do it on their own, and that seems to help some people. So I just go through, make sure. I use that one there, then I'm going to move this one over to my pointer, and I think I skip one for my middle. Yep, I use this one for my middle. Then the thumb is tricky because sometimes I need to use 2 for the thumb, 1 from each side of the strips. And I'm going to use that big fat guy for my thumb. All right, so let me see if you can see that. So I have them all laid out from pinky to thumb right there. Then I take the rest, and I usually stick them right back in the bag, but I'm going to do this so fast I'm not even sticking them back in the bag just yet. I'm hoping to get this done in, you know, less than 10 minutes so that I can go on to my bunco tonight. I'm excited. I haven't been to bunco in a while, and I enjoy bunco. So right now I'm using an alcohol swab that comes in the Color Street package, and you can use, if you reuse your Color Street, you can use just any alcohol prep pad or rubbing alcohol. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to wait for it to dry. And then I'm going to start with my pinky. And I always work from my pinky in. And there's 3 layers here. And Color Street is a top coat, a color coat, and a base coat all in one. So you don't need anything else to go underneath it or on top of it. You can, some people do, sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. It really is personal preference. So when I'm doing this a fast way, I'm going to take my Color Street. I took off the white bottom part. I took off the clear layer on top, and then I'm left with this double-sided strip. So I'm going to take this. Let's try to not get my head in the video. I like to be close to it. And I'm going to take it, and I'm going to put it almost underneath my cuticle. And I'm going to lay it right down on top of my nail. And I can see that I did it kind of crooked, so I'm going to pick it back up, and I'm going to lay it back down again. So you can reposition these strips as needed, which is nice because obviously, right, I'm trying not to put my head in the phone or be in the way, and I'm laying this crooked as can be. So I'm going to try that again. And I think that time we got it. All right, so once I have it tacked on, what I do is I push up right from the middle, and I want to make sure that it's tacked all the way around the edges. and that I get a nice clean edge. Now it's important, you want that kind of under your cuticle. You definitely don't want it on top. If you have it on top, you are going to have lifting, which is what you don't want. So there's a couple different methods here, and I would like to show you each one so that you can decide which one works best for you. So Color Street is going to tell you to file off the excess polish. So you can use a nail file, and you can very gently file off. And I say gently because you don't want to have any weird ridges on the edge of your nails, and your nail polish will recede a little bit, so you want to make sure you're doing that super gently. So this is the Color Street from the company preferred best method, taking your nail file and just gently filing away at that excess polish. And then once you have it, just taking it and filing it. Now I'm going to tell you that that is not my preferred way for a couple different reasons. Number one, it was awkward to do that with the other piece still attached. Number two, I don't always feel like my edges are perfect, and I'm a perfectionist. So I don't know if you can see that there or not, but I mean, it goes all the way to my edge, but when it dries, I'll take a picture when it dries and we'll see if it shrinks back at all. All right, so now I'm gonna take the strip that I have left from the other side, and I'm gonna show you the way that I do it. So again, placing it almost under the cuticle, pushing up from the middle, and then pushing down on both sides. Making sure that you've covered the entire nail before you do any kind of stretching or tearing. There's a light stretch to these, so you can maneuver them around if needed. So once I get it all the way up here, I'm gonna kind of like pinch it in on the edges here, and then I fold it over and kind of tuck it under, and then perforate it with my thumb from there and peel the excess away. And then I usually do my polish before I go to bed, so that way I let it cure. It cures in about 30 minutes. I let it cure overnight, and then if there's anything extra that I need to file off, I do it in the morning. So, and then this one, there's a little bit of an overlap on the side that goes near my cuticle. All I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my thumbnail again and just kind of shape that to my nail. And because this polish is 95% dry, it just kind of like comes right off. All right, then I'm gonna do the same for the rest of my nails. Again, top layer, bottom layer. Take this. In a second, I'll probably stop talking so that I can just work a little bit quicker so that I can get this done. But I just want to show you, ladies, how quick and easy it is. Again, that didn't work. I didn't get that on straight, so I'm going to lift it up again. Lay it down. Make sure I'm covering it. Now this one, so this nail that I picked is just a little bit short for this fingernail. So all I do is I take it and I'm going to just give it a gentle tug so that it covers the whole width of my nail. Now if you pull it too hard, you can tear the polish. I did not tear the polish, but I made sure I pulled it all the way to the edge. So again, my preferred method here, an easy way to do it, I can just take my scissors, snip that edge off, and then tuck that edge under so that it cures. And I'm gonna have a perfect edge because my polish, just like in a salon, is actually over the tip of my nail, not just to the edge of my nail. It's actually over my tip and under. So I'm just folding it over, and it's also adhering to the top and the bottom of my nail. So that's if you use a nail strengthener, which I do on my off days. I take my polish off and I let my nails breathe for a couple days, and I do use some kind of product in between to strengthen my nails. And I always make sure I'm sticking it underneath my nails too, because I am using nail polish underneath my nails. So you want to make sure if you are doing that tuck under method that you are treating under your nails too if you're using some kind of treatment. Again, this one's a little bit short, so I'm just stretching it a little bit. Once I stretch it, if you don't like the stretching method because it's 95% dry, if you just kind of rub it out a little bit and heat it up, I don't want to say it like melts, but it definitely moves for sure. So this polish is super forgiving Whoops, I forgot I wanted to do an accent nail on this nail. So I'm actually just going to go back. I'll put this down as a base and I'll put an accent nail over it, which is good to show you that Color Street polish can be layered. You can do, you know, layers the same colors. You can layer accents, whatever you want. All right. I hope this lets me upload a 10-minute video to Facebook. If it doesn't, I'll be putting this on YouTube and posting a YouTube link for you guys. All right. Did I switch those up? Is that my middle? It's a little bit small for my middle. Why does that one look small to me? Oh yeah, so I think I do use this one because it's a little bit wider in the middle of that part. So I think I grabbed the wrong one for my middle nail. And take that, place it almost under my cuticle, check to make sure it covers both sides. This one does, so this was a good fit. I'm going to use the scissors again, just because that's the easier method for me right there. What I could do is on one hand file and on the other hand do the tuck over and just see if there's any kind of difference in a couple days. So I'll do that on my right hand. I should do it on my left hand because I use that hand less, I think. All right, so again, just tucking it over and it's on. Okay, I'm gonna turn my nail around, the polish around, tuck it under there, grab both sides. See, this nail's a little bit wider. So again, making sure that stretch goes all the way over to cover the whole width of the nail. And picking it up and replacing it, so that one is actually, it's not that it didn't cover it, it's just that I didn't have it on straight. So it was missing that left side a little bit. At least when I'm live, I can talk to you guys. I don't like this total cricket silence, not having any kind of feedback. Whoops. All right, so look what I just did. I just pulled too hard and I just tore that one. No biggie. Let's set that aside. That's why Color Street gives you extra strips. They don't give you this many strips because they want you to keep reusing them. They give it to you in case you want to use them as doubles, or if you want to, or if you mess up. So I'm just gonna go and get the same one out of my other set there. And a lot of people only use one side. So if you were, again, I like to reuse my strips and get more than one use out of a pack. So I use the double-sided strips. Some people don't double-side their strips. Some people just, you know, use it like this. And I'll show you what they do. If they just take a full strip, they kind of pinch it there. And that kind of pulls the edges in once you do that pinch. And then the Color Street preferred method is to file it right off. So that's why they give you 16, because they don't plan on you really double-siding them, but doing it more that way is the actual Color Street way. But guess what? You can do it however works best for you. And some people do it differently. Some people don't like using the scissors when they're doing it. Some people just like tearing it. I go back and forth. It depends on, I don't know, I guess time maybe. I've got my pointer. Make sure that's all the way covered. I think when I started, I actually did it with the tearing, and I've kind of moved into the scissors just because I'm not stretching the polish as much anymore because my nails are shorter. Right today they are anyway, because they were really long and then they were breaking because they were so long. Because when I'm wearing Color Street, I'm letting my nails grow. All right. So making sure this one goes all the way down. Now, I don't know if you can tell very well from the camera. Is that blurry? I hope it's not blurry. So I actually have a little bit of like an overlay on the edge. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to take my file, Make sure I push it down. If you get any bubbles, something that's good for bubbles is a rubber tipped cuticle pusher. So I just take that to kind of smooth out my bubbles, to make sure I don't have anything that's going to cause lifting. And then if I've got any excess, I just kind of tear it away. You can use either your nail file, your finger, whatever works best for you. Okay. All right, see, I'm at 15 minutes. I was hoping to be done in 10. All right, new goal is 20. Definitely don't know if I can upload a 20-minute video to Facebook. And I won't keep you guys on for the accent nails, because they go on just like the rest of it. But again, the nice thing about this is I'm going to put this on, and then I'm going to grab my stuff. I don't have to wait for these to dry. I don't have to worry about them smudging. I'm going to go play Bunko. It's a game that you roll dice all night with my hands. I don't have to worry about my nails chipping or getting ruined because I just did them. And I can do it, and usually if I wasn't explaining as I'm going through, awkwardly explaining, I can do this. I should time myself someday to see how quickly I can actually do it, but it seems like I usually have parties going on, so I want to do a live demo to show everybody. See, we're looking good here. All right, I'm gonna get my thumb. Now my thumb is the one, because it's so big, I usually have to use both of the thumb strips because I usually can't get two out of one thumb. For some reason, my right thumbnail is usually longer. I don't know why, but it is. So, and I've got a little crease there. So again, I'm gonna use my rubber tipped cuticle pusher to get that crease out and make sure that I'm covering all of the edges there. And I'm gonna tuck it over just to get that seal on the edge of my nail. And then I'm gonna file the sides to clean it up. This is a super pretty color. This was a Hostess promo in, I think, January. And I got it, I think I got 8 of them in January. Super excited about. All right, just file that excess off the sides, clean that up. Clean this side up right here. And get my other big thumbnail. And what I usually do when I do my thumbs, because why that didn't stay down there, that guy. Right. What I do if I know I'm not going to use all of one strip is I use the silver tab side first, so that way I can kind of keep it on the paper. So that way I can reuse the rest of the strip, and I use them for accent nails, or sometimes if I mess up a nail and I just need to take a piece of it off. So I'm just going to take that, I can see, and use my scissor. Still have another piece stuck on there, and I'm just going to cut it. And that one's still on the paper, so I can use that again. I'm going to stick this other half on the other half of the paper, and that way I can have those. I had a really cool friend of mine who's been experimenting with Color Street. She took hers today and cut strips on hers and made diagonals, and super impressive. I mean, what people do with these is unbelievable. I'm satisfied with just a simple set with an accent now. I haven't ventured much out of that just yet, but we'll see. Okay, so use my thumb to clean that up. I'm gonna go through, use my cuticle pusher, because since I turned it around, the other side was a little bit wider, so I've got a little bit more excess on the sides here than I do on the other thumb. So again, just going through and using a finger to trace the outline of your fingernail, so that way you get it off of the side of your nails and off of your cuticle, because if you don't clean that up, you will experience lifting, and you don't want that. So once I clean that up, boom, 20-minute mani, a little bit longer than normal, but 20 minutes. Oops, I got a little piece hanging right there. They look awesome. I can't wait to go show them off at Bunko and have fun tonight. So I hope you ladies see how easy that is. If you have any questions, please let me know. I'll take a picture once I put I'm gonna do my accents real fast so that I can get out of here. And I hope everybody has a wonderful Friday and a wonderful weekend. Bye.